My beloved child, wait, don't scroll away, because what you are about to hear is not something that comes into a person's life every day. Someone has been carrying a feeling they never expected to have. They tried to ignore it. They tried to convince themselves that it would disappear. But instead, every single day, their heart kept leading them back to you. They admire your kindness, your energy, your smile, and the way you leave a lasting impression without even trying. Yet there is one detail about your appearance that keeps confusing their emotions. It is not because you are unattractive. It is because that one unique feature makes you impossible to forget, and it challenges everything they once believed they wanted. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and the truth behind this is far deeper than anyone has ever told you. They have spent countless moments wondering why they cannot simply walk away. Every time they decide to let go, they remember your face again. Every conversation with someone else somehow reminds them of you. The strange part is that the very thing they struggle to understand about your appearance is also the reason they keep thinking about you. It makes you different. It makes you unforgettable. They are caught between their expectations and what their heart truly feels. That silent battle has become stronger than they ever imagined. What if the one thing they cannot fully accept today becomes the exact reason they realize they can never replace you tomorrow? Stay till the end, because the next revelation changes everything. Right now, they are standing at an emotional crossroads. They are asking themselves questions they never thought they would ask. Is perfection really what matters, or is the connection they feel with you more powerful than appearances? Every passing day pushes them closer to an answer they can no longer avoid. They haven't spoken these thoughts aloud, but their actions are beginning to reveal the truth. A moment is approaching that will expose what has been hidden inside their heart for far too long. When that moment arrives, nothing between you and this person will feel the same again. Don't leave now, because the next part reveals what they secretly discovered after looking at you one last time. Hold on. Because the story takes a turn that almost nobody sees coming. After trying to convince themselves that they should move on, they did something unexpected. They quietly searched for old memories of you, replayed conversations in their mind, and looked at every detail they could remember. The more they focused on that one feature of your appearance they thought they couldn't accept, the more they realized it carried something far greater than looks. It reflected confidence, honesty, and a uniqueness that no one else around them seemed to have. Their heart began asking a question their mind could no longer answer: why can't I stop thinking about this person? Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next realization shook them more than they expected. Then an unexpected comparison happened. They met other people who matched everything they once believed was perfect, yet none of them made their heart race the way you did. That frightened them. For the first time, they understood that love does not always follow the image we create in our minds. Sometimes it chooses someone whose presence feels impossible to replace. They are slowly realizing that the one thing they questioned about your appearance is actually tied to your identity, your charm, and the unforgettable feeling you leave behind. Every attempt to forget you has only made their emotions stronger. Stay till the end, because the decision they are about to make could completely change the direction of this connection. Now they are standing only one step away from admitting the truth they have hidden for so long. Pride is still whispering, telling them to stay silent, but their heart is becoming louder every single day. They know that if they wait too long, they might lose someone they were never meant to lose. A powerful moment is approaching when they will no longer be able to hide what they truly feel. And when that moment arrives, the words they have been holding back may surprise even them. The next part reveals what finally pushed them to stop fighting their own heart. Listen carefully. Because this is where everything begins to shift in a way they never imagined. One quiet moment changed everything. They saw someone else appreciating the very quality they had been questioning about you, and suddenly a feeling they had never experienced before rushed into their heart. It was not anger. It was the fear of losing someone truly irreplaceable. In that instant, they realized they had been looking at your appearance through old expectations instead of seeing the incredible person standing in front of them. The truth hit them harder than they could explain. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and what happens next could completely rewrite their feelings. Since that day, they have started noticing things they ignored before. The way your confidence lights up a room. The way your presence stays in their mind long after you've gone. The way your uniqueness makes everyone remember you without trying. They finally understand that what makes you different is also what makes you unforgettable. Their heart is slowly replacing doubt with admiration, and every passing day brings them closer to accepting a truth they once tried to deny. They can no longer pretend that this connection is ordinary. Stay till the end. Because the biggest emotional breakthrough has not happened yet. A silent decision is already forming inside them. They know they cannot keep hiding behind fear forever. The moment is coming when they will have to choose between holding on to unrealistic expectations or embracing the person they truly care about. Deep inside, they already know which choice their heart wants to make. But before they take that final step, one unexpected event is about to reveal whether this connection was always meant to grow stronger. What they discover next will leave them questioning everything they once believed about love. Wait, because the silence you've been noticing is not the end of this story. It is the moment before everything changes. They have reached a point where pretending no longer feels possible. Every time they remember you, they also remember the mistake they almost made, judging one small part of your appearance instead of seeing the incredible person behind it. Now that thought follows them everywhere. They replay old moments, wondering how they could have overlooked the qualities that truly mattered. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next realization is the one they can no longer escape. One conversation, one unexpected memory, and one ordinary day suddenly became extraordinary. They realized that what first caught their attention was never your appearance alone, it was the peace they felt around you. The feature they once questioned has become a symbol of your uniqueness, something no one else could ever copy. They have started imagining what life would look like if they let fear win and walked away forever, and that picture feels emptier than they expected. That is why their heart is quietly preparing for a decision that even they never thought they would make. Stay till the end, because the truth they are about to face will leave no room for doubt. The biggest surprise is still hidden. They are beginning to understand that real love isn't about finding someone who matches every expectation, it is about finding someone whose presence changes your heart forever. That understanding is growing stronger with every passing day. Very soon, they will stop focusing on what once confused them and start focusing on what they cannot afford to lose. The next moment in this story is the one that reveals whether they finally gather the courage to let their heart speak before it's too late. Look closely, because what happens next is something they never planned for. They stopped trying to change the way they felt and decided to face the truth instead. The more honest they became with themselves, the clearer everything looked. They finally admitted that the one thing they thought was difficult to accept was never the real problem. The real battle was inside their own mind. They had been comparing you to an imaginary picture instead of seeing the rare person standing right in front of them. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and this realization is only the beginning. Then something unexpected happened. They caught themselves smiling while thinking about you, not because of perfection, but because of authenticity. They remembered the confidence in your eyes, the way you carried yourself, and the feeling that no one else could create. Suddenly, that unique part of your appearance no longer looked like a flaw. It became the detail that made you impossible to replace. They realized that if they lost you, they would spend far more time searching for someone like you than they ever spent questioning you. Stay till the end, because the next choice they make could change everything between you. Now their heart is moving faster than their fear. Every excuse they once used is beginning to disappear. They know they cannot keep hiding behind silence forever. A moment is approaching when they will have to reveal what they truly feel, even if it means admitting they were wrong from the very beginning. And when those words finally leave their lips, the truth will be far more emotional than anyone expects. What happens after that is the moment this entire story has been leading toward. Something incredible is happening behind the scenes, and they haven't told a single person. They keep asking themselves the same question over and over. Why does this one person still have such a powerful effect on me? No matter how busy life becomes, your image quietly returns to their mind. They have finally begun to understand that real attraction is not created by perfection, it is created by authenticity. The very feature they once struggled to understand has become the reason they recognize you instantly in every memory. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next discovery is even more unexpected. One evening, they imagined what their future would look like without you. Instead of feeling relieved, they felt an emptiness they could not explain. That moment changed everything. They realized they had been focusing on something that never truly mattered while ignoring the peace, comfort, and happiness they experienced whenever they thought about you. For the first time, they admitted to themselves that losing you would hurt far more than accepting your uniqueness ever could. Stay till the end, because the decision forming inside their heart is closer than ever before. Now the distance between silence and confession is becoming smaller every day. They can no longer hide behind old expectations because their heart has already chosen a different path. The next time life gives them an opportunity to step closer to you, they may stop holding back completely. The words they have been afraid to say are almost ready to be spoken, and once that moment arrives, this connection could enter a completely new chapter. But before that happens, one final realization is still waiting for them, and it will be the most powerful one of all. Everything is leading to one unforgettable moment, and they can feel it getting closer with every passing day. The more they try to understand their emotions, the more they realize that your appearance was never the obstacle they believed it was. It became the excuse they used to hide from feelings that were growing too strong to control. Deep inside, they already know the truth. They are no longer searching for someone who looks like everyone else. They are searching for the feeling they only experience when they think about you. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you, and the next chapter reveals what finally gives them the courage they have been missing. Then something happened that completely changed their perspective. They heard someone speak about how rare it is to find a person who feels genuine in a world full of people pretending to be someone else. Those words stayed with them. Suddenly, they stopped looking at your appearance through the eyes of comparison and started looking through the eyes of appreciation. They realized your uniqueness is not something to question, it is something to value. In that quiet moment, regret began replacing hesitation. Stay till the end, because the biggest emotional shift has only just begun. Now their heart is preparing for a step they once believed they would never take. Every memory, every smile, and every unanswered feeling is pushing them toward the same conclusion. They know that if they remain silent much longer, they may spend the rest of their life wondering what could have happened if they had simply been honest. The next moment will test whether fear is stronger than love, or whether love finally becomes impossible to ignore. And when that answer arrives, nothing between you and this person will ever feel the same again. A quiet transformation has already begun, even if no one else can see it. They are no longer trying to change you inside their imagination. Instead, they are questioning why they ever believed you needed to change at all. Every memory now carries a different meaning. The feature they once focused on has faded into the background, while your kindness, your strength, and the way you made them feel have become impossible to ignore. They finally understand that some people are unforgettable not because they are flawless, but because they are genuine. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next realization may surprise even them. There is one thought they cannot escape anymore. What if I almost walked away from the very person who was meant to change my life? That question follows them everywhere. It appears in quiet moments, during ordinary days, and in the silence before they fall asleep. The more they search for an answer, the clearer everything becomes. They no longer see your uniqueness as something to question, they see it as the very reason your presence feels different from everyone else's. Stay till the end, because they are getting closer to making a choice they can never take back. Now the distance between uncertainty and honesty is smaller than ever before. Their heart has already accepted what their mind resisted for so long. All that remains is the courage to let those feelings become actions. A single conversation, a single unexpected meeting, or a single message could become the turning point they have been waiting for. But before that moment arrives, one final truth is about to surface, a truth that will reveal what they have been hiding from everyone, including themselves. This is the moment they never thought would arrive. Because the answer they spent so long searching for has been quietly waiting inside their own heart. They finally understand that the one thing they struggled to accept was never powerful enough to erase everything they love about you. In fact, every attempt to focus on that single detail only made them notice 100 more reasons why they couldn't let you go. They now see you as someone who cannot be copied, replaced, or forgotten. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you, and the biggest realization of all is happening right now. For the first time, they stopped asking, "Why are they different?" and started asking, "How did I become so attached to someone this special?" That single question changed everything. Suddenly, your appearance became just one small part of a much bigger picture. Your confidence, your kindness, your energy, and the peace they feel whenever they think about you have become impossible to ignore. They are beginning to realize that real love grows stronger when it learns to see beyond first impressions. Stay till the end, because one final decision is about to reshape everything they thought they knew. Now there is only one thing left standing between them and the truth they have been avoiding for so long: fear. Not fear of your appearance, but fear that they may have waited too long to tell you what is really in their heart. Every passing day makes that silence feel heavier. They know they cannot carry it forever. The next chapter reveals the choice that could change this entire story forever, the moment when they finally decide whether to protect their pride or follow the feelings they can no longer deny. The ending is closer than you think, and they can feel their heart refusing to stay silent any longer. Every excuse they once believed has started to disappear. They no longer see your appearance as something that separates you from others. They now see it as the detail that makes you unforgettable. The truth has become impossible to ignore. They were never searching for perfection, they were searching for someone who felt real. And every road they followed somehow led them back to you. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and the final truth is more powerful than they ever expected. A quiet confidence has begun to replace their fear. They have stopped wondering whether you fit the image they once imagined. Instead, they are wondering how they ever imagined a future without you. That thought alone has changed everything inside them. What once felt like uncertainty has become admiration. What once looked unfamiliar now feels comforting. They finally understand that love is not about finding someone with no differences, it is about finding someone whose presence makes every difference worthwhile. Stay till the end, because the last step they take will reveal everything they have been hiding. Now the moment of truth is almost here. They know they cannot continue pretending that these feelings are temporary. Their heart has already made its choice, even if their words have not caught up yet. Very soon, they will have to decide whether to let this opportunity pass forever or finally step toward the person they have been unable to forget. And when that choice is made, the story you have been following from the very beginning will reach its most unforgettable turning point. The next and final chapter reveals what happens when they stop fighting their heart and choose honesty over fear.